Yeah, I'm doing this now because once I start the PowerPoint, I don't want to exit from there as I'm sharing it. So uh, Facebook. Okay. From what I see here, it's live on the Facebook page. So all right. Let us get this show on the road. Again, guys, thank you so much for being part of this. And I promise you, we're going to have a great time tonight.
Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Let's rock and
All right.
roll.
Let's do this. Let us start from the beginning. I want to go through some intros, just kind of stuff that I was working on. And I just want to make sure with all right, share. All right, so you guys, okay. Got to turn down the volume here. Okay. Okay, we're going to count back from 5, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome to everybody who is joining us live here on Zoom meetings, everybody who's joining us on our Facebook page, ROBOTECH Stories. My name is John. I'm the administrator of that same ROBOTECH Stories Facebook page, along with ROBOTECH Novels Universe, and also the administrator of ROBOTECH The Legacy, home of the famous Crazy Eight Squadron. Again, my name is John, and I want to welcome you to a very special event, the Golden Gloval Awards, celebrating the best of the best of our beloved Robotech, celebrating its 40th anniversary, celebrating all of this as voted by you, the Robotech fans around the world, something we like to call the Robo Turns 4-0 No Travel Required, baby, anniversary tour. Why no travel required? Because not everybody can get to all the conventions where Robotech is being celebrated. And I figured through the magic of the internet, we get everybody together for live events. We've been doing these for quite a few years now. This year, of course, is very special because it is Robotech's 40th anniversary. Some of you may be like me, an original 1985 guy who's been here since the beginning. And here we are today. Maybe some of you are more recent, but whenever you became a Robotech fan, you are definitely welcome here in our space. And we're going to have a great time tonight, a historic night. From what I know, this is something that has never been done, and it's an honor and a privilege to be able to present it to all of you. Now, before we get underway, I want to get some of the important legal stuff. This fan-produced presentation is a non-commercial tribute to the Robotech franchise and its creative legacy. Robotech and all related trademarks, characters, artwork, and music are property of Harmony Gold USA. All music, images, and video clips used herein are for non-profit, educational, and entertainment purposes only, and that is under the fair use doctrine of Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act. No infringement is intended. This event exists solely to honor and celebrate Robotech, its fandom, and it's not nearly the 40 years of storytelling. Now, a few things about this, how this came about. Well, I've been planning for this 40th anniversary for the last year. And one of the main things that I wanted to do was something, a play on the Oscars, the Emmys, the Grammys, and just that I was trying to think of a name. And then of course, it's kind of a play off the Golden Globes. But then I said, hey, let's call it the Golden Gloval Awards. The image you see here, I bought it from STL, where you do like 3D prints, and it was the bust. And then through some using Photoshop while watching the video and doing the instruction at the same time, we came out with a really nice statuette, which symbolizes the awards that are going to be given out tonight. Now, a few facts about the voting process. We had 17 categories. Winners were voted by the fans from 17 countries. Kind of a coincidence there, but not just the United States, Canada, Mexico, Argentina, Chile. I'm just going through the list right here. Finland, Ireland, the Kingdom of Jordan, New Zealand, Australia, Shanghai, Japan, South Africa, and I may be missing one or two, but it was a worldwide event. At the end of the voting, we had a total vote count of 5,593 votes. I was shooting for 5,000, and you guys and girls crushed it. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who was a part of this with your votes, with your reactions to our posts, your comments. This was a team effort. I just host the show and make the PowerPoint presentation. You guys and girls are the ones that you inspire me to do these events. And It's an honor and a privilege to be able to finally come to this night. I've been waiting for this night since the first day of voting back in March, and here we are. Here we are, and it's only the end of April. A lot of year to go for a lot of ROBOTECH celebration. One thing I want to point out about the results tonight, the results in no way, shape, or form establish any sort of gospel. Okay, because a certain character, characters, or moments win an award doesn't establish it as the ultimate gospel. It was just the ones chosen for this occasion. And all I ask is, even if your choice didn't win, show some applause, give some applause. This is a celebration, and you might be surprised by some of the winners tonight. Now, for time purposes, the categories of Best Instrumental, Best Original Song, and Best ROBOTECH Episode, we're going to be showing the top 4 nominees for each. It's a logistics and time thing, and we like I was saying before we started recording, we would have been into ROBOTECH's 50th anniversary if we went with every song, instrumental, and episode. So and welcome to all who have just joined the stream. Now, this isn't just about categories and receiving the Golden Gloval Awards. Did someone say prizes? Yes, I did. I hinted at it, and it is a reality. After we finish with the final award for the night best episode, we're going to have ourselves I'm going to do it with when you give me a few minutes, I'm going to put everybody who's here name into a randomizer, and then we'll choose from seven prizes, and each prize, you choose which envelope you want if you wind up winning. So they're all mixed. The prizes are there's one prize per envelope. You choose an envelope, and that is the prize that you get. And as you can see, we got some really nice prizes going out to you guys and girls. So hopefully one of you takes, the 7 of you that take home the prizes. I'm rooting for all of you. All right. So, and I have to add the disclaimer, prizes given out at the sole discretion of the host. So with that said, guys and girls, let us dive in to the Golden Gloval Awards, and let us go to our first category, which is Best Uniforms. They say the clothes make the man or the woman or the alien species. And in the ROBOTECH and in the world of ROBOTECH, fashion meets function in ways that leave a lasting impression. From sharp military jackets to bold and trotty battle cloaks, from sleek flight suits to distinctive division colors. The uniforms across the saga didn't just define a rank or role, they helped define identity. Our heroes, our villains, and our in-betweens, they all wore their colors proudly. And these are your nominees for the Golden Gloval for Best Uniforms. The ROBOTECH Defense Force, the Zentradi, Army of the Southern Cross, the Global Military Police, the ROBOTECH Masters and their clones. I grouped them up into one category. The Invid, the human uniforms. And finally, we have the ROBOTECH Expeditionary Force. Now, how are we going to call out the winners? Well, what we're going to do before we announce the final winner is to see how the best 3 nominees wound up in percentages. I'm not going to name third and second place. I'm just going to name the first place. But third place wound up with 20.72% of the votes. Second place, 24.92% of the votes. And first place took 29.73% of the vote. And the best and the Golden Gloval for the best
Yes,
uniform is Robotech Defense Force. 29%, impressive, but you can say in some ways it was a pretty tight battle. So, any comments about the uniforms, and even if it's from nominees that didn't win? Okay, no one has to say anything. That's cool.
Should we raise our hand?
I'm happy that this was the winner because I voted for them, and honestly, I think those are the best uniforms in my opinion.
Yeah, the classic is always the best.
Okay,
It's a classic. It's good, and unfortunately, look, just sometimes the skin tight uniforms are a little too skin tight.
Agreed.
While I do lean towards Southern Cross, Macross has the more, shall we say, realistic uniforms.
Totally.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
That is,
And
a
of
good
course,
point.
you know, not everyone is into togas.
There you go.
Only on Friday nights. We're allowed to drink.
Exactly.
Sorry, Space Romans. Better luck next
Protocol-
time.
Horticulture cocktails, anybody?
All right. And with that, we move on to our next category. Best rivalry. Sometimes it's not the clash of armies that defines a battlefield. Sometimes it's clash of personalities. When two forces meet, whether it's warriors, commanders, ideologies, or even love interest, the sparks can fly. In Robotech, some relationships weren't just complicated. Some were just flat out rivalries. And whether born out of competition, power plays, mutual disdain, or the tangled webs of lover and battle, these duos pushed each other to their limits. They fought for control, for dominance, for glory, or sometimes just to get under each other's skin. These rivalries aren't always black and white, but they are unforgettable. Here are your nominees for the Golden Gloval for Best Rivalry. Lynn Kyle, Rick Hunter. Lisa Hayes and Min May. Britai and Chiron. Chiron and Azonia. Dana Sterling and Nova Zatori. Dana Sterling and Marie Crystal. Anatole Leonard and Rolf Emerson. Brother and sister duo of Korg and Zira. And Anatole Leonard in Exodore. I did include some Sentinels in some categories. The Invid Regis and Invid Regent, spouses at each other's throats. And finally, T.R. Edwards and Rick Hunter. I do feel that in the footage of the Sentinels, there were moments where the Edwards and Rick were interacting, and you could feel the tension there. So that's why I included it. The top three places. Third place, 14.62. Second place, 17.84. 17.84%. And first place, just a little bit over 20%, 20.18. And the Golden Gloval for Best Rivalry. Any guesses?
My money's on Edwards.
Okay. Anybody else?
Always Edwards. Always vote Edwards.
Leonard.
Edwards.
Emerson
hoping
and
Praise
Anatole Leonard.
Leonard.
Okay. Again, and the best, and the Golden Gloval for Best Rivalry is Dana Sterling, Nova Zatori. Bit of an
Wow,
upset.
not
I
see
was
that
Did
not
not see
expecting
that
that.
coming.
Did not see that coming. I thought T.R. Edwards or Commander Leonard would win it.
I voted for
I
them.
thought
I thought Dana and Marie would have won. That's what I voted for.
Okay. Yep. This I'd have to say this was an upset. I did not see
This
that
is an
one
upset.
coming.
Unpredictable.
That's what the Golden
No.
Globes are all about.
Poor Commander
These
Leonard
people.
would be upset if he was here.
He's gonna be
Talking
visiting
to
me
all
in a
these
minute.
people.
Okay. Okay, now we come throughout this throughout the presentations, we're going to highlight some of the last three categories, the nominees: best instrumental, best original song, and best Robotech episode. We come to the first finalist for best instrumental nominee. All I will say is that it is probably one of your acquaintance.
That's when my shades go up in the morning and I start the day brush.
All right. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's go back.
Ooh.
Hold on. Okay. All right, we're good. All right. So obviously, you know, we're going to do one of the nominees for best original song. It is a favorite of Rebecca Fortstadt, who is the original voice of Min-May, and it is one that still gets me right here after all these years. So, Lin Min-May with "To Be in Love."
Sometimes I dream with open eyes. I dream of falling in love. To be in love must be the sweetest feeling that a girl can feel. To be in love, to live a dream with somebody you care about like no one else. A special man, a dearest man who needs to share his life with you alone. Will hold you close and feel things that only love brings. To know that he is all your own. To be my love must be much more than any other man. To be my love, to share my dream, my hero, he must take me where no other can. Where we will find a brand new world, a world of things we've never seen before. Where silver suns have golden moons, each year has 13 Junes. That's what must be for me. To be in love.
Trivia note regarding Rebecca Forstadt. She was not a professional singer when she signed up for Robotech. They said, "Can you sing? Can you give it a try?" 40 years later, her voice is iconic with the series. So that is one of your nominees for best original song. Okay, let's move on to the next category for the Golden Gloval, and that is best squadron. Now, the Robotech saga has its fair share of military squadrons, unit after unit diving into battle after battle. Some of their members became famous, others infamous. You can take your pick. And while many did not make it back from the battles, one thing was always clear. They were always in it to win it. The Robotech saga had its the Robotech saga was known for distinct names in their when it came to squadrons, whether it was alien or Earth based. So here are your nominees for best squadron in Robotech. Skull Squadron,
Yep.
Vermilion Squadron,
Yep.
the Botoro Battalion of the Zentradi, the Quadronos of the Zentradi, the 15th Armored Tactical Armored Corps, the ATACs,
Some of those just
Yay.
roll right off the tongue.
the Black Lions,
Yay.
and the
These two.
21st Mars Division. Let's go to the
few,
percentages.
brave, the doomed.
Third place took 9.57%. Oh, we
Whoa,
jumped
what a
20
jump.
points.
Wow.
29.57%. And first place,
Wow.
46.96.
Wow. Almost 60% of the vote.
Okay, I'm curious about this.
And the Golden Gloval for best squadron, as voted by fans around the world. Skull Squadron.
Yeah.
No contest.
No contest.
That
I
was-
like
that-
your skull.
That was a crush.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skull made bones out of all the other
Roy Booker, Rick Hunter.
all the other nominees. So
Yep.
yeah, that was crushing. I think this and I'm not afraid to say it. There were some categories where I kind of knew even before posting them. I was like, I can see with this one, I was like, I can see Skull Squadron kind of taking that. There's just a mystique to it because of its leaders. So and the Skull and Crossbones, the Jolly Rogers. So
Yes.
Yep.
yep. Okay, now we have our first we're gonna highlight our first finalist for best Robotech episode. This particular episode was the one where it was that moment where you knew there was a realness to Robotech that wasn't in any
Brother.
other animated series for its time, because you really thank you to everyone who's been hopping on. I see who's in the waiting room, so I try to get you guys in as fast as I can. But this one where everybody talks about it as it's their moment, and the most where you experience loss of a character and you knew that was that character wasn't coming back. And here I'm going to share a clip of Farewell, Big Brother.
Well, it's such a sad episode.
Is anything wrong?
Oh no.
Roy?
Lean on the pole.
Roy? Roy?
I'm terribly sorry, Lieutenant. We did everything we could to save him. He just lost too much blood. A terrible tragedy indeed. I can tell you Commander Fokker will be sorely missed.
Still hits you after 40 years.
Yeah, always hits right in the gut.
It's
Play
the
the one
episode
with
I avoid.
Rico's big brother right after that clip.
Yeah. It's yeah, again, for many, this was the moment where beyond the mecha, beyond the transformations and the aliens and the battles, this is what made Robotech special and real for so many others. I mean, whether it was the show, the comics, the novels, each representation of this moment just, it hits you hard. So it's it's one of the final four for Robotech Best Episode. All right, let us move now to our next category. Best Duel in Robotech. Now, there were moments in Robotech where it was just battles for supremacy. Sometimes involved two warriors on opposing sides. They were locked in combat, sometimes without even knowing they were destined for greater heights as the narrative continued. And this wasn't just about battles. It was about the kind of encounter that starts legends, an encounter between two opposing forces that would be talked about for many years in expanded Robotech lore. And the pairings that were nominated for Golden Gloval for Best Duel are each in their own way some of the greatest head-to-head moments in the 40-year history of the franchise. Again, there were some that were left out, and I couldn't hit them all, but there are a lot of them that were mentioned that were worthy, got their votes in. These just happen to be the top ones. I could just get to the next slide. All right. The nominees for Golden Gloval for Best Duel are Rick versus Chiron. It's very interesting here. What would have happened if Chiron had not been forced off the ship by the I think it was the nebulizer, I think it was called, that was sent out by Breatide to pull him back. Rick was in the spot here. And if that had not happened, we probably aren't talking about Admiral Rick Hunter in the Sentinels. Max versus Miria, the air combat version. This was I believe this was their one and only fight in the sky. And it was out of curiosity that Miria wanted to find out who Chiron was referring to in terms of the, what's this called? That there was a Micronian who was even better than her. And then we all know how that wound up being in the aftermath. I also included the Max and Miria duel in the arcade episode. In the arcade, I believe it was Wedding Bells. And it was, to me, if there's ever a holographic game like that where you can play as Veritex, I'll be cashing in my 401k to buy that. So our next one is Dana versus Zor Prime. While he was beating up everybody else, Dana Sterling really brought it to Zor Prime in their first encounter. And then finally we have Scott Bernard versus Korg in the New Generation. And a big reason that I put this in was because they used the beta Veritech, and this was definitely its moment to shine. And I really feel that the beta is an underrated mech. Somebody trying to get in here? No, okay. All right, so let's take a look at the percentages. Third place, 9.55%. Second place, 30.15%. And first place, and out of all the categories, this one took the highest percentage of any vote percentage. 50.15%.
Good Lord.
Any guesses?
Max and Miriam.
I have a
Which
sinking
version?
feeling it's Maximilia.
Which
Air
version?
Maximilia
Maximaria
Air
first dogfight.
Combat.
The first airborne encounter.
Air
Yeah.
Maximilia
Video
Air
game.
Combat.
Absolutely video game.
Okay. The Golden Gloval for Best Duel, as chosen by fans. Yes, Maximilia Air Combat.
I figured.
50.15%. That was, it trounced. Like I said, I believe this was the highest percentage of any one of the categories. So, very nice. And just so you know, when it comes to the other nominees, during next week, along with a tribute to David Schleinkofer, which I will talk about in just a moment, I'm also going to put all the percentages for all the categories, just so how you could see. There was some very brutal. There were unfortunately some 0 where they didn't get any votes, but hey, that's the fans' call. All right, now we have we're gonna spotlight the next nominee for Best Instrumental and for Best Original Robotech Song. This one was this was the sleeper in the Best Instrumental nominee. I just did not see it coming. So yeah, Roy Fokker theme is one of the top 4 for Best Instrumental Song. And yeah, again, did not see this one coming. But hey, fans have their favorites. So now we come to the next spotlighted song for Best Original Song in Robotech. And I can tell you right now that it's the best original song is going to be a battle of the divas. And this next song is by it was sung by Michael Bradley, who portrayed the singing character of Lancer, which was his alter ego Yellow Dancer. And really has a he wrote this song kind of with a military theme. So, and it really turned out nice. And just kind of as a side note, Michael Bradley is considered like the Beatles in the Latin American Robotech fandom. I remember 10 years ago where he went down there for a series of concerts, and it was like you were watching the Beatles with the reception that he got. So here is Yellow Dancer with Lonely Soldier Boy. Will it be the one that takes best original song? Well, we're going to find that out in just a little bit.
You can hear the Yamaha DX7 in there.
Ooh. Oh, and one thing I do want to point out, and I really should have given it its own slide. A lot of the images that are within the nominees are taken from the show, but also like this one here for Yellow Dancer and the prior one for Roy Fokker, they come from Smart Machine Games Robotech role-playing game books. They are the next generation of the role-playing game books. We have some people here who are actually working on them for future editions. I think it's the biggest leap forward for the Robotech franchise I want to say almost 20 years. Justin Grilke, Ian Kibler. Forgive me if there's someone else here that's working on stuff and I don't name you, but thank you. Thank you always for your support. Thank you for being here tonight. And thank you for all the work that you guys are doing with Robotech. And, it's a privilege to be able to showcase your stuff here tonight. So I just wanted to say that before we continue.
John,
All right.
Alex Fouth is another.
Oh, Alex Fouth. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Just didn't want to get lost.
Yeah.
It's cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for putting this together. Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, you guys make it happen. But thank you. I do appreciate the kind words. So, all right. Let us move on to our next category. Now we're gonna go kind of McKinney here because the next category is best mechamorphosis. Now, putting aside the dramatic weight, the emotional depth, the unforgettable character marks, let's be honest. One of the most exciting parts of Robotech were the transforming mecha. And thanks to the legendary Jack McKinney novelizations, the transformation process was given a name all its own, mechamorphosis. All three generations, the sight of the machine shifting in mid-flight or mid-battle into humanoid warrior sparked something electric in us. Whether it was an airplane becoming a standing gunner, a tank splitting open into a bipedal war machine, or some turtle-like crawler turning into this flying beast of firepower, aka the Beta. The transformations were iconic, a visual signature, a storytelling flourish, and the nominees for Golden Gloval for Best Mechamorphosis represent the finest in mechanical evolution, each one bringing Dr. Emil Lang's vision of modular transformation to life in unforgettable ways. The Veritech Fighter, the Veritech Hover Tank, the Veritech Logan, woo! Veritech Ajax helicopter, or known as the protocopter in the Jack McKinney novels.
Cool.
The Veritech Cyclone, the Veritech Alpha, and of course, the Veritech Beta. Let's take a look at the percentages. Third place, 7.01%.
Wow, that's a lot.
Second place, 39.33%. This was, I believe, the second highest first place voting. And first place received 43.60%.
Wow.
Any guesses? I'll take guesses from the crowd.
Veritech Fighters.
Yeah. I'm going with the Veritech Fighter too.
If one Veritech.
Nah, guys,
the
Logan is the
Logan.
bestest.
The Valkyrie is what it's known
Yeah,
as.
the Valkyrie. If one Valkyrie Veritech Fighter.
Okay. Anybody? Okay.
And the
Going for
Logan.
the tank.
The Golden Gloval for Best Mechamorphosis as voted by the fans. The with 43%, the Veritech Cyclone.
Oh.
What? Did not see that one.
Nice.
No.
Motor
Whoa.
bucks. Motor bucks.
You
I'm
know what?
surprised by that
It
one.
deserves it. I didn't vote for
Rough.
it, but it deserves it.
Yeah, same here.
Cyclone is
Another, you know,
badass.
I would want to call this an upset, but no, the Veritech Cyclone is one of the iconic.
It's
it was either
popular, it's
it was either that or the
revolutionary,
Veritech
it's
Fighter.
beautiful.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, I can reveal now that second place was the Veritech Fighter.
Oh.
Okay, so it was a battle between those two, but it was a convincing percentage. So almost 4 percentage points. So Veritech Cyclone, congratulations.
Who was
Well,
the
at least
third
we got
one?
second place.
Yeah, who was
Hey,
the
what's
third?
going on, Francois?
Yeah. Hi. Good evening. Who was the third one, John?
You know, I don't have it in front of me. I do want to say that it was the hover tank.
Okay.
So, and I was saying earlier, I'll post all the percentages next week with all the nominees.
Yeah, the Cyclone.
But
The Cyclone was great. I didn't vote for him, but it was great because you were independent. You didn't need a crew
Right.
for repairs or stuff. It was, you know, you're alone on a planet and you're okay.
Yep. And yeah. And again, like I said, to call it an upset, no, because the Veritech Cyclones is one of the most popular transformables out there in the Robotech. So
And John, if you think about it, when you look at the actual animation of vehicles, honestly, the Veritech and the Cyclone had the coolest animation.
that's true.
Yeah.
But all my votes, when you could vote once a day, brother, because of you, it was the Logan all the way. So
Absolutely.
I knew it was gonna lose, but I stayed true to my vote. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I've known Brian since 2009, and I was not a fan. I was not a fan of the Logan, and he did some 3D renderings, and he made a believer out of me. And I actually, if I had to choose my top 3, it'd be the Cyclone, Logan, and then the Veritech Fighter. But that's just me.
I still wish they
Okay.
had made an actual ace version of the Logan. That would have been so cool.
Yeah.
Logan is the best mecha of the entire Robotech series. Period. Full stop.
We're gonna have
Here.
we're actually gonna have a live event later this year about merchandising.
All
And
three
so
Logan
you guys
fans.
you're gonna bring your best ideas.
John,
All right.
I thought you were going to say you were going to have a live event about the Logan this year.
Oh, yeah.
If we can do that,
That's
I'm
kind of
up for
hard.
that.
I don't have we could. It could be a mini event, but yeah, but
It's the most underestimated mecha.
Yep. All right. Now we come to the next finalist for best Robotech episode. Now, if things got real with Farewell Big Brother with one character, can you imagine seeing a world die before your very eyes? And it was perhaps it was like a 1 minute type of moment, which this clip is. But man, did it last forever in your mind, seeing that much destruction. And of course, I'm talking about our next finalist for Best Robotech episode, Force of Arms.
This is going to hurt.
The arm on one trying to like bend out of the way.
I legitimately thought this would be the episode that took first place.
The reuse of the footage was a little underrated.
All sectors reporting heavy damage. Repeat, all sectors.
Total destruction.
Devastating.
They can't be doing this. They can't.
Hits you in the gut, man. Hits you in the gut. Yeah. Again, another moment where you knew Robotech was real. And it kind of, and Carl really knew how to choose the next two the source material for the next two Robotech chapters, because you were looking at an environment that was devastated. So it flowed right into the Zentradi reign of death. And yeah, Force of Arms was definitely this was just one moment of one incredible battle for that episode. And it is one of our finalists for best Robotech episode. So we move on to our next category. I do want to say welcome to everybody who's come in just now. Hey, we're going through all the categories, and thank you, even if you got in now. So I really do appreciate all of you being here tonight. Tonight is special. This is the biggest crowd we've had at 25 people. And while in terms of the, other types of franchises, I don't care about that. For me, 25 people, it's 25,000 for me. So thank you. Thank you all. All right. Our next category. Best Leader. Now, this was a category that was very stacked in terms of its nominees. And in the Robotech in the Robotech saga, leaders came in all forms. Some stand side by side with their troops, others command from the bridge, and a few, well, let's just say your survival wasn't exactly their top priority. But no matter their style, each of the nominees for the Golden Gloval for Best Leader inspired or forced their subordinates to march into battle, even if it meant facing the fires of hell itself. So here are your nominees. Rick Hunter, Lisa Hayes, Roy Fokker, Henry Gloval, Bree Tai, Doza, Chiron, Zonia, Dana Sterling, Marie Crystal, Rolf Emerson. Yes, Justin, Anatole Leonard.
Woo!
Give it up for the bald guy.
The Robotech Masters, Scott Bernard,
Commander
Ingrid Regis,
Ingrid
Regis, and the Invid Regent. Let's take a look at the percentages from third to first. Third place, 8.05%. 11.78% for second place. And I was wrong earlier about 43% being the second highest, because in this category, it was the second highest percentage. 48.5%. This one crushed all the others.
That's nuts.
There you go. For Best Leader, the Golden Gloval goes to
Captain Gloval.
Who's got the throw some names out there.
Gloval.
T.R. Edwards.
Praise Leonard.
Captain Gloval all the way.
Hey, Chris Mick, are you still with us?
Extra door.
I'm still here.
Who? I forgot. What is your son's name?
Henry.
Oh.
Well, that who would be the Golden Gloval goes to the man whose the award is named after, Henry Gloval. 48%, man. That was
that's crazy.
That's almost definitive.
I put him as the favorite. So Henry, your namesake won the award. So, but Yeah, I kind of expected Gloval to take it. I was hoping for Britai personally, but I did not think 48%. But hey, the fans have spoken. Chris, how's the scorecard going? Who's winning?
It's close. Henry and I are tied, I think.
All right. Oh, man.
I voted Regis on that last one, and I'm regretting it.
All right. So now we move on to our next category. And that would be for best on-screen couple. One of the main themes of Robotech, one of its many themes, is love. Across the saga, we've seen all kinds of pairings, some that come naturally, some where opposites attract, and even where some that are forged in chaos and madness. But in the end, there is always love. And now it's time to name our romantic duo that stole the show in the hearts of many. These are the nominees for Best On-Screen Couple in Robotech. Roy, Claudia. Rick
Good
and
one.
Lisa.
That had my
Rick
vote.
and Minmay.
Lisa got my vote.
Kyle and Minmay. Man, Minmay gets
Kyle.
around. Good thing I didn't include the novels pairings because there have been 4 or 5 for Minmay. Max and Miria. Chiron and Azonia. Zor Prime and Dana. Marie, Crystal, and Sean Phillips. Musica and Bowie Grant. Marlene Rush and Scott Bernard. Rook, Bartley, and Rand. Lancer and Cyril. So, our top 3 in the voting, percentage-wise, for Best On-Screen Couple. Third place took 21.11%. Second place took 22.22%. But first place took 31.11%. For the Golden Gloval for Best On-Screen Couple. Was there any surprise?
Oh,
What they deserve it.
Rick and Lisa Hunter. Just pretty much
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Went from
Grant was
hating
swamped.
to loving each other.
So yes, with it won convincingly.
wow.
All right. Now we come to, I believe, our third of our finalists for Best Instrumental and also Best Original Robotech Song. Let's take a listen to the Best Instrumental nominee. There you have it, Battle Stations.
I used to listen to that at the traffic light. Dangerous times.
All right. So hey, if you want to get up and dance for the next finalist for Best Original Song, who I'm missing here amongst the crowd is Anthony Noel. He's part of our novel stories and legacy community, and he actually recorded a video of him singing this song, which is his favorite song from Robotech, and that is Yellow Dancer, as sung by Michael Bradley. Look up, the sky is falling.
Oh my goodness.
Another winter day, another gray reminder that what used to be has gone away. It's really hard to say how long we have to live.
Oops, sorry.
With our insanity. We have to pay for all we use. We never think before we light the fuse. Look up, look up, look up. The sky is falling. Look up, there's something that you have to do. Before you try to go outside to take in the view, look up because the sky could follow you.
All right, so that's 3 of 4. So we're coming close to the fourth and final finalist for both these categories. But we're moving on to our next Golden Global presentation, and that is Best On-Screen Kiss. They say a kiss is just a kiss, or so the famous song goes, but in Robotech, it ain't always just about a kiss. Whether shared in the heat of passion, as a way to test emotions, or to completely catch someone off guard, every kiss in Robotech added depth to an already incredible narrative. These moments of intimacy carried weight, changed relationships, and sometimes even altered destinies. These are your nominees for Best On-Screen Kiss. If you're squeamish, cover your eyes. Rick and Lisa.
Yeah.
Rick and
Yeah.
Minmay.
Also a good one.
Minmay and Kyle.
Ew.
Max and
Boo,
Miria.
Kyle.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Chiron, Azonia.
Oof.
Sean Phillips and Marie Crystal.
You know, yes.
Zor Prime and Dana.
Ooh.
Sad but beautiful.
Marlene Rush and Scott Bernard.
Tragic.
Yeah, though. But good.
Rook and Rand.
Ooh, woman get slapped.
Rand and Ariel.
Ooh.
And Ariel and Lancer.
Ooh, she like to kiss.
How come is it that when the girls kiss a bunch of guys, you know, oh, they're confused and everything. But when us guys kiss multiple girls, we're pissed. There's just something not right about that.
Well, they're not pigs. You're just kissing. That's okay.
That's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This one's just right. This one's not.
Too hot, too cold. All right, let's take a look at the percentages. Third place, 11.61%. Second place, 24.11%. First place, 36.61%. And speak of the devil, hold on. We'll get to him in just a second. All right, who do you think took it?
Rick, Lisa.
Yeah.
Rick, Lisa, that's just me.
Chiron and Azonia.
Rick and
Please
Minmay.
let it be Rick Lisa.
Rick, Lisa.
Chiron.
Down with Chiron.
So we have for the Golden Glover for Best On-Screen Kiss. Our first two-time winners, Rick and Lisa,
Yes.
for Kiss. Now, did I just see Anthony Noel walk into the room? You there, Anthony?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry I'm late.
No,
I'm at
no,
work,
that's okay.
so.
That's okay. You have impeccable timing because we just played your song, so I don't want to leave you out in the lurch. This is one of the finalists for Best Original Song in Robotech. If I can just kind of. I just wanted to play it for a little bit because I know you love this song.
Yes.
And Anthony, I brought the glow sticks.
Another winter day, another gray reminder that what used to be has gone away.
Okay, I gave you a sample. I did. When you came in, I'm like, God, we just played it. So I like to give you at least your moment.
Yeah. Was it the winner?
We will find out in a little bit. All right.
Oh, okay. Yay. Yay.
All right. So Best On-Screen Kiss, Rick and Lisa, they are our first two-time Golden Gloval Award winner. And there's still categories where they're listed. So could they be a three-time? We shall see. And right now, we started off the show with the, I'm not going to go back to it because it's we're already 50 slides into it, but the Robotech community lost one of its legends, and that is David Schleinkofer. For those that don't know, David Schleinkofer was the artist behind the Robotech novels, cover art, at least for the first 18, which included the 12 original story, the 5 Sentinel, and the, what's it called? End of the Circle. David was one of my first Robotech interviews via email, and we're talking back in 2009. And to be able to get to interview, and I'll post that interview sometime next week, to be able to know that one of the men behind something that made such an impact on me, and I'm sure so many other fans with the Jack McKinney novels, he not only made his mark in Robotech. If you recall the original 80s Transformer toys, the back art, that was David also. That is an iconic painting from the like I said, the original Hasbro toys. And I learned about it midweek. I guess after a long illness, he passed away, but I just wanted to, in memoriam, rest in peace, David, and to the stars. Your legacy will live on far beyond all of us and far beyond Robotech. So I just wanted to say those words in memory of David. I just want to I want to hit you guys up with a special programming note. Now, the Robotech, the Master Saga, is considered by many the weakest of the 3 acts of Robotech. Some say, I've heard over the years, that it's not needed as part of Robotech. On the other hand, there are fans that passionately defend this part of Robotech, and that sometimes a little they put it in a way that that they are able to point out so many things that you don't see up front. And I figured as part of the 40th anniversary of Robotech, this is a valid conversation to have. And this is going to be our next live event. The Robo Turns 4 No Travel Required Baby Anniversary Tour presents Robotech The Master Saga, the case for and against. And that's going to be Friday, May 30th, 2025, 7:30 Central Standard Time, right here exclusively on Zoom meetings. And, you know, I've already heard from people that are staunch for, and I hope that you guys are part of this, because as the moderator of this roundtable, I may play devil's advocate and bring the arguments for against. Personally, I think it's an essential part of the Robotech narrative, but somebody's got to be the dissenting voice, and if it's got to be me, I'll do that. But even if you're against the Master Saga, I invite you as well to put forth your arguments in a healthy civil debate. So more information is going to be coming about that real soon. And I hope to see all you guys and girls there. Let's continue with our next category in the Golden Globe Awards.
May I say something really quick?
Sure.
I do. I'm just going to say this. Like many others, it was my least favorite of the three chapters, or the three sagas, if you will. But it was, in fact, necessary, if you ask me. I'm a bit of a car nut. I consider the Masters saga to be like the second generation Ford Mustang. It was hated by a lot of people, but it saved the Mustang, and it
No.
well, that's just me. I'm sorry.
No.
Well, we don't need to wait till May to start discussing it.
No.
Look, I'll give you. I'll
see-
give you props. I have a '78 Mustang 2 Pinto, so
But
it's all
Okay.
good.
Let's save it for May 30th. Okay. Bring it. I'm serious. Bring it, because I really want to have a lively discussion about this, because there's a lot of people that the Masters is getting a bum steer, and there are some that say, yeah, it gets the bum steer, so what? But we'll
but it was
save
a
that
good
for
way
the
to
30th.
bridge. It was a good way to bridge Macross and Invasion, or New Generation, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. All right.
It had to happen one way or another. It had to happen. That's just me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. And I want you
May
guys
30th.
to bring that. I want you guys to bring that same passion. All right. Our next category in the Golden Gloval Awards, Best Demise. What set Robotech apart from other animated shows of its time, wasn't just the mecha or the music or the epic storytelling. It was what made it feel real. Because for the first time, I think, really, many of us witnessed something rarely seen in animated series, and that's the cost of war. Characters we followed, grew to love, and believed would always make it, didn't. Not off screen, not implied, but we saw it. And it changed everything. It changed the way we looked at animated series, for some at least. But who am I kidding? They were all tragic, and it was that tragedy that made an unforgettable story that much more unforgettable. And we weren't just watching an animated show, we were watching a saga, and the end of a character meant something deeper. It was more personal, more lasting. And the nominees for the Golden Gloval for Best Demise each hit us in a way that still leaves us numb after 40 years. Roy Fokker.
Rest in peace.
Ben Dixon. Oof, that's an ugly way to go. I included the Earth in the Zentradi Reign of Death because everything you knew about Earth ended ended in those seconds when the Zentradi started firing upon the planet. Chiron and Azonia. What a way to go out. Taking out everybody, including the SDF-1 bridge crew, which is also a nominee. This image is from the Kamiko Comics adaptation of To the Stars. So they actually
Wolf.
George Sullivan, Rolf Emerson, yes, Justin, Anatole Leonard, the Robotech Masters 1, 2, and 3, Zor Prime, Marlene Rush,
Oof.
Jonathan Wolf,
There we go.
Frank Roy, Jesse, and Shorty, and Korg.
Yeah, screw that guy. Screw that guy.
Let's take a look at the
Subtle.
placings for the top three. Third place.
Stream praise Leonard, Shorty, and Royce, and the guys in the Garfish. Like that's actually, yeah.
First place.
That makes me
Wolf.
cry.
Third place,
Absolutely.
1161.
I'm
Second
on
place,
TF1 bridge crew.
24.11. And first place, taking a convincing 36.61. The Golden Gloval, Best in Eyes, goes to oh, who am I kidding? Roy Fokker.
Of course.
Yeah. This was
That's
another
how
one
it
of those
is, yeah.
categories where, yeah, the first is always the first one always hits you the
Pineapple.
most.
Pineapple.
I mean, yeah, as a 12, 13-year-old kid and seeing this guy go and just kind of, it hit you the next, you didn't even have time to grieve because then Ben bought it. So, but yeah, knowing that he wasn't going to be a part of the story anymore. And, cause yeah, to me, this wasn't a surprise. So, but hey, the votes confirmed it. We move on to our next category, which is, I'm trying to see here. Is it there? Okay. The best buddies in Robotech. Your friends are there through thick and thin, through the good and the bad, through life and death. And in Robotech, you have so many bonds. Some that maintain, others that end tragically. But no matter what, the spirit of their bonds live forever. And the nominees for best buddies in Robotech are a shining example of friendship beyond the animation. Rick Hunter, Roy Fokker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claudia Grant, Lisa Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Max Sterling, Ben
Vermilion
Dixon, Rick
Squad.
Hunter.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Vanessa Leeds, Sammy Porter, Kim Young.
Great pairing.
Mhm.
Exodor, Britai.
Work
Ron,
friends.
Rico, and Conda.
The crazy ones.
Bowie Grant and Dana Sterling.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I grouped up the Freedom Fighter team all together of Rand, Rook Bartley,
Mhm.
Scarpenard, Andy
Art.
Lavelle, Lancer, and Lunk.
What a
just for
grouping.
everything that they win
What a
through.
grouping.
So, all right. Best buddies. Let us see the percentages. Third place, 11.95. Second place, 15.45. First place, 21.28. Who's your choice? Who do you think
Rick
won
and
it?
Roy.
Rick and Roy.
Rick and Roy.
Vermilion Squadron.
Rick
Yeah,
roll.
Rick roll.
Okay. All right. The Golden Gloval for Best Buddies in Robotech, as voted by the fans. Vanessa, Sammy, and Kim.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I can see
And
that
by
though.
a decent percentage points. So
Wow.
yeah, this was
Wow.
another upset. I was not expecting this one when I was tallying everything. So, woo! Robotech fans around the world voted for this.
And they squeezed in front of who?
I don't have the set. I've got the percentages. I don't have the list of who won.
Okay.
Of who won second and third.
Well, for
Some
one
I
thing,
remember,
they stuck
I don't.
together.
Yeah. Yeah. Vanessa, Sammy, Kim. So, all right, the Bridge Bunnies taking it for Best Golden Gloval for the for this. So now we come to our next nominee for Best Robotech episode. This was one bad Farewell Big Brother made me very sad, but this nominee actually made me tear up because the action along with Opio's main Robotech theme just hit you in that gut for that moment when a battle-scarred starship rises for one final battle. And that is the episode To the Stars.
Countdown is already programmed, sir.
Give me maximum power on all thrusters.
Power levels at maximum capacity, sir. All systems are go. Ready for immediate liftoff on your mark.
Drive system is operational and the clock is running. 4 seconds to ignition. 3, 2, 1.
Take her up.
Hey, look, the SDF-1 is taking off. It's taking off. It's true. The SDF-1 is taking off. Come see for yourself.
I can't believe it. Wow, look at it go. Our prayers are answered.
Main gun in ready position, standing.
That gives me the chills. Any thoughts on this particular episode?
Great episode. Too bad the main gun didn't hold up for a second shot.
That is true.
You're an evil man making me cry on a Saturday morning.
A symbol of hope rising once more.
Absolutely. Now
Just
that's
don't play
that.
Symphony of Light. Then I'll really bowl.
Bittersweet.
All right. So that is, we still got one more episode to go, but we move on to our next category. Best one episode character or characters. Now, across the Robotech saga, we follow the iconic journeys of our main heroes and villains, but sometimes it's the briefest of appearances that leave the biggest impressions. Every so often, a character shows up for just one episode or even just one major scene and somehow leaves a mark that stays with us forever beyond their screen time. Some only appear once in the original broadcast, but their impact echoes throughout the expanded universe of novels and comics where they're given their own, they're spun off in just incredible ways. Some became essential to the further adventures of the Robotech lore. Some sparked deep fan discussions, and a few, they kicked off some conspiracy theories still debated to this day. Whether mysterious, heroic, tragic, or just plain unforgettable, these are the characters who prove that even one moment can be legendary. And here are your nominees for the Golden Gloval for Best One Episode Character. Senator Russo, George Sullivan, John Carpenter,
Not the director.
Littell the Stonecutter, Jonathan Wolfe,
Yep.
Frank, Jesse, Roy, Shorty, and Gabby, Dusty Ayers,
There he is.
Sue Graham. Now, we do have a Sentinels contingent in this one. Gene Grant, T.R. Edwards, Rem, Cabell, Vince Grant, the Invid Regent. All of them, you know, I consider the Sentinels footage all one episode. So, but yeah, I mean, let's take the first one, Senator Russo. In the novels universe, he survives the wars. Perhaps not all in one piece, but he becomes he's one of the most evil characters in Robotech if you go by the novels. So, but let's get to the percentages. Third place, 16.26. Second place, 19.02. And barely in first place, 20.25%. Who do you think?
Jonathan Wolfe.
Wolf.
Everyone's going for Wolf.
I'm thinking Wolf.
Wolf.
Well, let's find out.
It's the
The
wolf.
Golden Gloval for Best One Episode Character or Characters is... If you pick Jonathan Wolfe, you'd be correct.
Out
But
of
it didn't
all of
win
them, that
by-
was the most
it
TV there was
didn't-
going to be.
Second place. Second place was actually Frank, Jesse, Roy, and Shorty. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
they Jonathan Wolfe only won by 1%. So that one was a tight one. All right.
Rest in peace, Tom Weiner.
Yep.
Now we have the final finalists for Best Instrumental Music and Best Original Song. And this one was one of the more exciting instrumentals from Robotech.
Right there, guys.
I just love how 80s it is.
Yeah. And on an accuracy note, its first appearance was not in Robotech The Masters. It actually played a few times in the Macross Saga.
That is
But
correct.
its official title is the 15th Squadron. So
Originally
but
thought
yeah.
to be Rick Hunter's theme song.
No, that's actually a different one.
Oh no,
So-
when they played it.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, one of the more whoever said it's very 80s, yes, I totally agree with you. All right, we go to the next best original song, the last one, and this became somewhat of an anthem because it represented an incredible battle in Force of Arms, and just the lyrics itself are very powerful, even into this day. And that is "We Will Win," as portrayed by Lin-Min May, voiced by Rebecca Forstadt.
Life is only what we choose to make it. Let's just take it. Let us be free. We can find the glory we all dream of. And with our love, we can win. Still, we must fight or face defeat. We must stand tall and not retreat. With our strength, we'll find the might. There's no fight we can't fight. Together, all together, we can win.
All right. So one of those 4 original songs that we've seen throughout the night will be the winner of the best original song, the Golden Globe for best original song. And the combination of this song while they were fighting, while the Robotech Defense Force was fighting the Zentradi, it just wasn't, it synced well. It synced well with all the action. So Lin-Min May, definitely an icon for the ages in Robotech. But let us move on to our next category. How's everybody doing? Everybody okay? Are we moving along? We're flowing good.
I think we are.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Yep.
Yep, we're rocking and rolling. Right
Doing
along.
great, John. Doing great.
All right. Thank you. All right, let's continue this, and let's make sure my tie is straight. All right. It's a hoodie, but just in case. All
Looking
right.
good, bro.
Our next nominee in the Golden Globals is Best Villain.
Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards.
Oh,
Not even a second in.
Robotech is a saga of heroes, bold, brilliant, and battle-hardened, fighting for a future they believe in. But every legendary tale needs its shadows, the ones who scheme, the ones who betray, the ones who burn with ambition or madness. Okay, maybe some of them were just really bad people. Fair enough. These are your nominees for Golden Globe for Best Villain. Doza, Chiron, Anatole Leonard. Yes, Justin, Anatole Leonard. No praise Leonard?
I was busy working on Robotech. Praise Leonard.
The Robotech Masters. Jonathan Wolf going for his second Golden Global. And Korg.
Korg was a good one.
Invid Regis. The Invid Regent. T.R. Edwards.
Edwards.
These are
All
some
right.
good
Let's
The
see.
devil.
Let's see what the percentages said. Third place, 10.39%. Second place, 23.44%. First place, 40.06%. Edwards, you say?
Yes.
Annie LaBelle.
Edwards.
Annie LaBelle.
Has to be Edwards.
All right. The Golden Globe for Best Villain goes to Chiron.
What?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, did not
has
do
to be.
that coming.
The backstabber crushed them all.
That was shocking.
You know what? He deserves it.
I mean, he did destroy SDF-1.
Second place.
That he did.
All right. So yeah, a bit of an upset. You know, I was there enough in the animation to establish Edwards as a villain? You can make an argument, but I personally,
In the animation, no.
I went with Korg. I went with
Korg's a good
Korg.
choice.
So, but there were some good choices. So, but yeah, Chiron crushed them all. So let us keep moving in our categories. This one's an interesting one. Had fun with this one. And that is best hair. When it comes to visuals in the Robotech story, it's a long list.
I think
the
Commander
mecha,
Leonard's out of this one.
the action, the explosions, the characters, the unforgettable moments, and then you have the hair. In different shapes, wild colors, and let's be honest, there are a few styles that defy every known law of physics and gravity. But these weren't just hairstyles; they were signatures for the characters. Their silhouettes you could you could recognize in the middle of a space battle, and you know, let's be real. Some of this hair is more iconic than the character's actual dialogue. The nominees for the Golden Globe for Best Hair, well, we'll let them speak for themselves as they walk on screen. Rick Hunter.
Good choice.
No, there is no way.
No.
There is no, I've seen wigs of Rick Hunter that are pathetic. There's no way that hair can exist on a human head. Can be
It
shaped
is if
that
you're
way.
half saying.
Roy Fokker.
Another good choice.
Max Sterling. Ben Dixon.
Like
Now that's a lot of gel. That's a lot of gel there.
I can pull off the Ben Dixon look naturally.
Miria Perino. Dana Sterling.
Afro.
Nova Zatori. Bowie Grant. Louis Nichols. Zor Prime. I think I don't know if Sam's still here, but he was going with Zor Prime.
Zor just has really good shampoo.
What's going on with Bowie Grant? Is it a Jerry curl going? Does he have the Jerry curls going?
Oh, it's kind of like a pompadour, something like that. So,
Pompadour
Musica
means-
Allegra Octavia.
Yeah.
The Robotech Masters. Scott Bernard.
Only one man sported bald better than them.
Lancer, Yellow Dancer, and Jonathan Wolf again. Oh my God! Can he win his second Golden Global Award?
What an
All
upset! No Leonard for best hair.
The Italian grease hair. What can you
Hey,
say?
I know they bald qualifies for hair.
Hey, I took your image from Homefront, Justin, and I enlarged it like 2,000%. I could not find one follicle, so he could not apply. He could not qualify.
That's the reason he's got the best hair.
No.
No.
Yeah, the
I'm out.
Robotech Masters at least have the mutton chops.
Stick a Farrah Fawcett wig on him.
Look, every time I look at Jonathan Wolf, I hear the theme song to Top Gun.
Stay into that.
Tom Skerritt, right?
All right, here we go. The percentages. 12.89 for third place. 17.92 for second place. First place, 19.81. So this was kind of close. This was kind of close for this category. I think one of the more closest ones. And who was your pick? Who are you picking? Who are you picking?
Roy.
I went with Roy Fokker.
Roy Fokker.
Always got to be Roy.
Okay. And the Golden Global for best hair in Robotech is voted by you, the fans. This is all on you. Okay, don't blame me.
Yay.
Miria Perino.
There it is.
And
Wow.
I can say this is one of the better screenshots. This is one of the better renditions of her. So I could see it. And just as a side note, I just found that I was this years old when I found out that I don't know about the other sagas, but at least in the Macross saga, the original source material, there were main artists, but they also farmed out some episodes to be drawn. So that explains why in some episodes Muriel looks like this, and then there's others where you're like, what the hell happened to her? I did not know that was a thing in
There's another
the
one where
anime
she looks like
world.
Sammy.
There were
Oh, wait,
at
no, that's
least
Lisa.
3, if not 4, studios that contributed animation to the Macross saga, and if it wasn't the A team, it was terrible.
You could tell. You could tell. Yeah.
Absolutely tell. And I have a list of all the episodes that are all A team episodes, and as you would imagine, they're the best ones.
Yep. We got to talk about those episodes. So, all right.
I was alive in the 80s. Miria, Dana, and Princess Allura from Voltron probably would have been my first cartoon crushes.
Yeah, this one I got lucky with because
But that's just
for
a
the
wash
ones
and
where
wear hairstyle.
Right.
there for when I had to take stills from the
Somebody never saw
show,
Thundercats.
it was
Oh yeah, Jitara's hair.
I had to like really work to time it, and when I timed this one, it was like, oh yeah, I was like, yeah, she won. She deserves to win. So, all right, best hair. And now we come to the final finalist for best Robotech episode. I think Justin, you mentioned it just a little while ago. The best way to describe this episode is an alien queen mother realizes that the place she chose for her final home for her children was a mistake, and that the specter of all the Robotech wars were really just a big scar on our planet. And she makes the decision to leave. In the episode we've come to know as Symphony of Light.
We called together all of our people scattered throughout the galaxies to begin life anew on this planet. We began rebuilding a world that had been nearly destroyed by evil. And we constructed the Genesis pits in order to pursue the path of enlightened evolution. But it was not enough. Gradually reviving and eventually will regain its proper balance in accordance with the laws of nature. However, the humans have been influenced too strongly by the shadow of the Robotech masters and are intent only in the destruction of their entire race. It shall not be.
One hell of an exit, and it led to probably one of the most controversial novels written by Jack McKinney, End of the Circle. I love it. But there are some wild things that happen in that novel after the Regis leaves with her children from Earth. I just want to say, I know some people have left and they probably said goodbye in the chat. Unfortunately, if I go into the chat, it turns off the screen sharing, and I just wanted to just keep it going. So if people left and they said goodbye, sorry, I didn't say goodbye to them. So. But thank you for joining us tonight on this night. So, all right, let's keep moving on. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. Sorry if I keep interrupting. I said, that's right, Invid, get lost.
All right, so
we won't charge you rent.
The
Hi, everyone, welcome our Invid overlords.
Sure you do.
Okay, Mr. Brockman.
I still think they had the best.
I knew that
main gun.
reference.
I love The Simpsons.
Okay, so let's go to our next category, which is best strike, and that refers to kick, punch, or slap. While we have a best on-screen kiss category, not everything in the Robotech saga was all lovey-dovey. Sometimes things got physical and in an aggressive sort of way. Forget the mecha, forget the missiles, forget the proto-culture. Sometimes it came down to nothing but guts, grit, and a well-timed punch or kick or smack. Whether it was a sudden outburst, a heated confrontation, or a slap heard round the entire Robotech universe, these moments stood out raw, real, and unforgettable. The nominees for the Golden Gloval for Best Strike, whether that be kick, punch, or slap, etc., don't hold back. And let's just say some of the recipients had it coming. Rick Hunter, can he make it 3 Golden Glovals?
Find
Max
out.
Sterling.
Nobody certainly gets 3 slaps out of it.
Lynn Kyle. Bowie Grant. And let me tell you, that visual is one of the best I've seen. That uppercut just, if it didn't kill the guy, it really did some damage. Dana Sterling. Marie Crystal. Wow.
Ooh, she mad.
Angelo Dante.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah.
that one was a good one.
Giving Zor what he deserves.
Rook Bartley.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Scott Bernard,
This
which
is
to me, this one was like, oh, you found out your hero was a bad guy. You take it out on Rand. Asshole.
Yeah, I'm
come
normally
on
Team
now.
Scott. Can't forgive Scott for that one.
Yeah,
Wolfkin
that's
sucked.
kind of childish.
Lunk, just with he's beating up one guy and he throws 2 to the side. Just for that, he should just automatically get the award. But I don't know.
Lunk's about to kill Scott in that scene. It's great.
Yeah.
And Lancer. And there's a part in the, I believe it was Metamorphosis, the novel, where in this scene, Rand makes a mental note to himself never to make any wisecracks about Yellow Dancer ever again. So, but yeah, these are some memorable, strikes in the Robotech that had nothing, that didn't involve the mecha. But let's take a look at the percentages and see how the fans voted. 12.5% for third place. 1433 for second place. First place, 16.16%.
Wow.
This was pretty tight. So, who are your picks?
Rick.
I went with Angelo.
Rick Hunter.
Angelo.
Okay.
Bowie definitely can't be considered a wuss after that, though. I can tell you that.
Come on, Hunter.
The
I
gold.
don't remember what I voted for.
Can Rick Hunter make it 3 Golden Glovals?
Let's find out.
The Golden Gloval for Best Strike, Kick, Punch, or Slap in Robotech. Just the visual of this, you can actually feel it. Marie Crystal.
Ooh. He is mad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
angry.
that visual just is like, yeah.
I can
And
feel
truthfully,
that here.
yeah, and
That is the
truthfully,
epitome
Sean had
of
it coming.
Putting your
He
hand
had
up
it
and just letting him run into it.
Yeah, that was a good screen cap. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's gotta
Marie's
hurt.
not a lady I would like to make angry.
No.
Yeah.
But she hit him so hard he turned Japanese.
He's turning
All right.
Japanese. I really think so.
All right.
What a
Yes,
lot of white
Marie
people want to
Crystal,
be.
congratulations.
He hit him so hard his mama felt that.
You won. You won your first Golden Gloval. All right, that takes care of the main categories. Now, before we get to the instrumental, best song, and best Robotech episode, I want to do this just because. Anthony, you still with us? Still with us, Anthony? Oh, he left? Okay. Well, no matter. I want to do this just because.
I'm still here. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you're still
I'm
here?
Yeah.
No, that's okay. That's okay. The following is a public service announcement for just because.
Stage lights flashing, the feeling smashing. My heart and soul belong to you. And I'm here now singing, all bells are ringing. My dream has finally come true. Stage fright, go away. This is my big day. This is my time to be a star. And the thrill that I feel, it's really unreal. I can't believe I've come this far. This is my time to be a star.
I don't care what you say. I love that song. All right.
It's so
Fedor
bad. It's
sang it
good.
better.
And let me tell you, not even close in the voting. I
This song
was
has been
like,
banned by the Geneva Convention for Psychological Warfare.
yeah, I was like, I cannot believe this. How can you not love this song? Okay.
There's still
I've
gonna be
had,
more hard rock and heavy metal. Any Dokken fans out there?
yeah, it was, oh yeah. So, okay. Now that I've had my indulgence, let us get on to our last three categories. Best instrumental music. We've heard them throughout this award show. Let's just get right to them. The Robotech main theme, the Roy Fokker theme, Battle Stations, the 15th Squadron. We will check their percentages. I only know the winner. I don't have the rest of them in front of me, but I have the percentages of how it finished out. Fourth place, 5% even. Third place, 7.5%. 12.19%. First place, you're going to find this surprising. First place, 16.16%. Who takes home the Golden Gloval for Best Instrumental Music?
Main theme all the way.
That's just the interlude for after every category.
Oh.
Here's the winner.
I feel like an idiot.
Psych you out! Psych you out!
Looks like my bookie isn't going to kill me after all.
You are creepy.
I psyched you out with that intro with announcing the thing.
You got
That's
me.
all right. Robotech
got
main
us.
thing. I am surprised that that he didn't take it more with more percentage. I went into it knowing I even voted for it. I knew it was gonna win. So, but I thought it would, but people had their favorites. So even if they didn't came in after fourth place. So people did have their choices. All right. Let's get to best original song. We know the category, we know the songs, so let's just put them on screen. To Be in Love by Min May. Lonely Soldier Boy, Yellow Dancer. We Will Win by Min May. Look Up, The Sky Is Falling, Yellow Dancer. So here is the here's how they finished out. Fourth place, 9.26%. Third place, 16.36%. Second place, 21.91%. And first place took its Golden Gloval moment with 35.19%. So, who do you think? Who do you think? Who do you think?
Look Up, The Sky Is Falling.
Yes, Yellow Dancer.
Yellow Dancer.
Absolutely
Sky
Yellow
Is
Dancer.
Falling.
Or Lonely Soldier
Yeah.
Boy.
Anthony,
It's
who's
in
your
my
pick?
song. Mine is Look Up.
Look Up, The Sky
All
Is
right.
Falling.
Yay, Anthony.
Let's see who the Robotech fans from 17 countries with over 5,500 votes casted in all 17 categories. Who did they choose?
Yep, Look Up, The Sky Is
Oh,
Falling.
look at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Another winter day, another gray reminder that what used to be has gone.
That was a convincing win.
It's really hard to say how long we have to live with our insanity. We have to pay for what we use. We never think before we light the fuse. Look up, look up, look up. The sky is falling. Look up, there's something that you have to do before you try to go outside.
Congratulations to Look Up, The Sky Is Falling.
Yeah.
I know Anthony is one happy Robotech fan.
I
Oh, quite a
really
few, I
am
saw.
right now. I am like, yes.
Yes.
The song's a bop to this day.
Yeah. I always think
Love
of the
it.
New York episode when this song plays.
All right. It's been one hell of a night. Thank you to all of you who have been part of this. We now come to our final Golden Global Award. However, I want to give you a quick programming note. Now, this is just a teaser. This July, we're going to be having an event called ROBOTECH, the Symphony of Fight. And it's basically putting as many Robotech characters in the ring and once again having you, the worldwide Robotech fandom, decide who will be the one. So stay tuned for more information about this, dates and everything and how it's going to work. But it's going to be another one of those free-for-alls where the fans are going to decide. And I am seriously considering just having open voting, no restrictions, but we'll see when we get there. So, but yeah, stay tuned for that and a lot more stuff. Just so you know, we're going to be having a live event probably in late August for the Robotech role-playing game by Smart Machines Games, where basically they're going to take over the show and tell us what's to come in terms of the Robotech role-playing game universe, which they have taken over. And really, again, I said this earlier in the show, the biggest leap forward for the Robotech franchise, I think, in 20 years. So that's going to be fun to do. So, but we have finally arrived to that moment, to that where Robotech fans around the world have made their voices heard throughout 16 categories, and we have one left. And that is Best Robotech Episode. We've talked about them throughout the show. Let's just get to them. Farewell, Big Brother, Force of Arms, To the Stars, Symphony of Light. Who's going to be your take before I get to the percentages?
Force of Arms.
Farewell,
Force
Big Brother.
of Arms.
Symphony of Light.
Farewell, Big Brother.
Farewell, Big Brother.
Forces of Arms.
I cannot cry at Symphony of Light.
Okay. All right. Here are the final percentages for the top 4 best original. I knew I would mess up. I knew I would mess up a what's this called? A slide. That is supposed to say best Robotech episode. I apologize. Damn it!
If
Don't
you
worry,
hadn't
you're
said
doing
anything,
so
we would
great.
have known
Don't worry.
anything. So good.
Don't worry. Don't worry. He's doing really good.
All right. Let's get to the percentages. Oh, okay. That's all right.
This
This
is
is for
live,
best
not
Robotech
Memorex.
episode. 7.02% for 4th place. 3rd place, 11.16. 2nd place, 16.53. And 1st place, 16.53.
Tie.
We
Wow.
have a tie for
Yeah,
best Robotech episode, that should say. But we have a tie. 16.53. This was a back and forth. That's why I extended. This was supposed to finish on a Friday, and I wound up saying we're going to extend voting to the weekend, and it just kept. They were back and forth till finally, when it ended, it was a tie. I didn't want it this way. This is all on you guys and girls. So, but it is time to announce the Golden Gloval for Best Robotech Episode in celebration of 40 years of Robotech. Let's count it down together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
0. What's the last 3 stars?
Force of Arms and To the Stars.
Wow.
Yeah, right to the end. There was back and forth. There were like for a few hours, Force of Arms was 2 or 3 votes ahead, and then To the Stars would come back. All right. Wow. What a finish. What a finish. I like that suspense part where the final percentages were revealed and we had where we had a tie, and yeah, what a finish. But we're not done just yet. And thank you to everybody who has stayed here with me. I am going to stop sharing the screen. There we are. All right. Over at the Mick household, who wound up winning for movie night and choice of pizza?
Guess what?
Mr. Henry.
It was me.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's give a round of applause to Henry for winning. He is the dog in this house.
He smoked Dad. I got 4 right. He got 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm
Good job,
impressed.
Henry.
Very nice,
job,
Henry.
Dad.
Very, very nice.
Someone's gonna have to rewatch 85 episodes to make up for that one.
Time to binge watch from Macro Saga to the end of New Durations.
I'm the new
Man, that
ROBOTECH
was
master.
very nice.
Damn
very,
right you are.
very nice. Very, very nice. All right. If you will indulge me for just a moment, I have an Excel spreadsheet. I have an Excel spreadsheet open, and give me just a second here. I just want to close. Let me just check something here. Okay, we're still okay. Facebook is recording this. Oh, so let's if you guys give me just a second to build this spreadsheet and then run it through the randomizer. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a randomizer, put all your names there, and I'm gonna run it. It's gonna show everybody. So when I randomize it, the first name that appears gets the prize, chooses an envelope number, and whatever it is in here gets that prize. And then I'll remove that person because you can't win multiple times. You win once and that's it. I'll remove that name, run the randomizer again, and then we'll go from there. So just bear with me, guys, and we'll so I am someone who's very, those that know me know that I'm very hard on myself and very self-critical. Did you guys have fun? Did you guys have fun tonight?
Yeah, it
This
was
was
fun.
the best way to spend a Friday, honestly.
I had
Hey,
fun.
boy, what's
What a
up?
great way to spend
had
Friday
fun.
night.
You
So
guys
much.
made work enjoyable tonight, so thank you. This was fun.
Masterfully
you're
Well, I can tell
organized.
you all the time.
You're
Yeah, you did
Plus,
good, man.
great.
I was wondering if you could say something
presentation.
before it ends after you give out the prizes.
okay. You could say it now.
Or-
It's going to take me a few minutes to.
All right, I can see it now. I just want to say I am grateful for each and every one of you because let's face it, Robotech fans these days are too far and few between, if you ask me. Like, Bruce and Dan are fans of the show, and they moved to Kentucky back in 2017. So I'm still in contact with them, but I can't visit them anymore. I can't just hop on a plane whenever I want to and see them, or hop on a train or drive cross country. And my friend Brian Jordan, who I'm working on a Robotech story with, he moved to Iowa in I want to say 2023, and we still text each other, but it's not like I can go and visit him whenever I want to as well. So the fact that I am a member of a group like this, I just want to say kudos to each and every one of you. Thank you for including me, and thank you for giving me hope for the franchise and for the fan base as a whole. You guys are great. What can I say? To put it simply, you guys are great. I cannot stress that enough. Thank you so much.
Here, here.
Oh, thank you.
That's very,
Here,
that was very
here.
kind.
Here, here,
Very kind
Jason.
words.
I love you guys.
Right back at you, sir. Almost finished here. Let's see.
Did I say Ohio? If I did, I meant Iowa.
All good.
Just responding to Justin.
Justin Brokey. Miguel Rubina. Where's everybody from? I know a few of you from where from, like Jason, where are you from?
I hail from Sacramento, California, USA.
Okay. I know Geith is from Jordan. He represents the Robotech fandom there. He runs our Robotech office in the Kingdom of Jordan. Chris, where are you from?
If you ever saw the original movie The Blob, I live in the town that Blob meets its fate at the diner, Downingtown, PA.
Oh, wow.
Andrew Colstead, where are you from?
I'm from Washington
State or DC?
State.
Okay. Sonny, where are you from?
Los Angeles, California. Woo!
All right.
Love to move there one day.
I'll take you out. I'll take you out for coffee.
Sure. And maybe we'll need a movie.
T-Doc, where are you from? Chris
Idaho?
Reichel.
Chicago.
No shit. I'm in
Oh,
Mount
yeah.
Prospect, dude.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Work out of Mount Prospect.
I'll be heading to the pub after this because I've
Oh, there
heard a
you
drink.
go.
T-Doc,
So,
okay.
go Cubs, I guess.
T-Doc, are you still there?
I think T-Doc was from Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, he put in chat North Texas,
Okay,
Dallas,
North
Fort
Texas.
Worth.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I've had the chat closed all this time because of the power play. Santiago, where are you from? Was it in the chat?
California.
California? Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jim's iPhone, where are you from?
Idaho.
Idaho. Lewis's iPad, where are you from?
Eastern Heights, Florida.
All right.
Thought I could hear a southern drawl there.
Yes, sir. The deep south.
T-Doc should say something.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So. All right. So I'm going to put all the, I think a couple of people left right now. So if we call their names, and I was kind of like, I was kind of like you got to be here in order to collect the prize, but I'll put their names in the thing. Okay. So
Do you guys need a 51st date? I'm from there.
let's not get into that. Okay?
Yeah, no.
I
That's a
know Francis.
minefield.
No.
That's a minefield there.
Yeah, no.
No. Just please. All right. So, did Alex leave? Justin?
I don't know. He might have had to go. It's like mid-afternoon here
okay.
in land down under. So
Okay, that's right.
he's probably
Okay.
busy doing stuff with his family.
Okay, no problem.
Where from? Sydney or Melbourne?
Well, that's a large case of classified.
Very well done. Very well done. Well, greetings from the Northern Hemisphere.
And a good globe rotation to you too.
All right, I got all the names here. Okay. I'm going to share the screen once again. Let us, oh, I love that bust of Roy Fokker, Sonny.
Yeah, that is great.
That's some what? That hair is physically impossible. Hey, you cannot put that on a human head.
Get enough
All right.
hairspray, maybe.
Yeah.
It reminds me if I wake up in the morning with long hair, like
Roy
more-
Walker was the first Super Saiyan.
Think about 25
Okay.
games of hairspray.
Okay, this is how we're gonna do it, guys. I've got the randomizer up. Give me just a moment to share the screen. You guys see it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna hit randomize. And the first name that comes up gets to choose the prize, and then I'll take that name out and do it again until there's no more prizes. So truthfully, guys, I wish I could give all you guys prizes. You guys have been so awesome today. And this is a memory that, you know, it's one of those that's gonna live forever. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Our
wait.
first- What?
Can we stay on the Zoom even if our name gets removed?
Yeah, you can stay on. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
okay.
You just
Okay,
can't win
good.
another prize. So
Okay.
all right. Here we go. The first prize goes to Guys. You win.
Yay!
That's good. All right,
That's a bit of a
guys.
surprise. Yeah.
Hey, it's random. Okay.
Okay. Great.
So I've got seven. I have seven envelopes marked.
All right.
So which one do you want to go with?
Let's go with 7.
Lucky number 7.
Yep. Lucky number 7.
And I will be shipping to you all, just so you know, shipments are going to go out, will go out probably by the end of May. So just, I need that time for logistics and all. So you get the Max Sterling Toyota Supra, which has the Max Sterling
Nice.
blue.
Yeah.
That is
Nice.
exactly like my car, my new car. So,
Okay. That's
all
cool.
right. Let me just put your name here.
I just want to win the Leonard bust. That's all I want.
All right.
Everyone wants that.
I just want to win. It feels good to win.
Give me just a moment. I want to.
This whole thing has been one big win, so thank you.
It feels like it, you know? Should I do it? You know, I'm going to go ahead and do it. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. DJ Khaled.
I just want to make sure on one thing, guys. Previous.
That was great. Now do another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
That. The one thing, Guy just reminded me. Meeting, webinar history. I just want to make sure I have your email addresses so that I'm sending it to the correct thing. Generate all registrants. Bear with me, guys. I just want to make sure I have the list downloaded, that I'm not afterwards. Oh my God, I don't know where to send. I don't know how to get in touch with these people. All right. Save John. Save as. Open global registrant list. Okay. All right, it's saved. Okay. So you'll be contacted by email by me in the next week or so, and then we'll go over addresses to where to send the packages to. So, all right, Mr. Geith. We're going to take you off here, and we're going to put you in the. Okay. You guys can see the random.org?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. List minus Geith is here. All right. Here we go. Let's count it down. 5,
Five,
4,
3,
3, 2, 1. Chris Reichel. This will be easy to send. All right. Okay, sir.
Yes.
You have 1 through 6. So
Number 5.
number 5.
Johnny 5.
I knew somebody was going to say it.
Johnny 5 is alive.
The winner.
I love the 80s.
The winner of our Best Demise Award, you get his Toyota supercar.
Nice.
So I've got you here, Chris Reichel.
Want to play a game?
War games.
All right, Whopper, I'll raise you one.
Total global nuclear war.
You all just admit how great the music in war games was. Like when Matthew
Dave.
Broderick was at the library.
Hello, Dave.
Would you like to play a game?
I remember watching a Robot Chicken, and the name of the supercomputer was Whopper. It was Big Mac. That always makes me laugh.
As the rule said.
Okay, we're gonna put the next list. Okay. Here we go. Let's count it down. 5,
4,
3,
3, 2, 1.
Lewis's iPad.
Hey, what do you know?
There you go. Now, who is your name on the Is that how you
No,
that's how you
just
registered?
Yeah.
Louis Griffith? Louis
It's
Griffiths?
Griffiths. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
My iPad.
It's his iPad. It's not
Okay.
Lewis. It's his iPad. His iPad one. His iPad's gonna hold it over his head
highlight.
for a little while.
I got you highlighted here. All right, so let me just tell you what's left. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 6.
Let's go with number 3.
Number 3. If I can just get it open. Oh. The Rick Hunter Toyota Supra is yours, sir.
All right.
Oh, I wanted that.
Now just
Along with the
find
hair.
a place to keep it away from my young niece.
Put it on a high bookshelf.
Bruce Griffiths, I've got you here, and okay, your email is there. Okay, let's go back to the spreadsheet. Lewis. All right. Let's copy and paste another list. We got 2, 3, 4 more to go. List randomizer. Okay. All right, let's count it down for the next one. 5, 4,
4,
3, 2, 1. Maura Brandley, you are a winner.
Wow, how about that?
All right. So we have
That's
1, 2, 4, and 6.
How about 2?
Number 2. You get the Miria Toyota Supra. Decked
Oh,
out
that's
in red,
awesome.
baby.
Thank you.
All right.
Cool. Thank you very
All
much.
right. Thank you for being part of this.
It was awesome. I loved it. Thank you.
All right, let me make sure I put you on. What do I do? Control F instead of scrolling down. There we go. Okay, Maura. And hopefully one day they do the same. They do a Nova Satori card. All right. Oof. All right, so we remove Maura from the list here, and then
I really want a Toyota Supra now.
do you have, by any chance, do you live, do you have a store named Ollie's?
I don't.
Okay. If you know of anyone that lives near an Ollie's, I know they're kind of I believe a Midwest and down south thing, but they're the Target, kind of like the overstock for Target, and that's where I got all the cars from.
I've got one by me. I can always check.
So, all right, let me did I remove more? Okay. All right, here we go. We got 3 envelopes left. All right, let's count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anthony Noel takes it.
Yes.
All right, Anthony. Congrats, brother.
Oh my God. Oh, his favorite song is chosen for best Robotech song, and he wins a prize.
I am
That's
having
just-
a great night.
Okay, Anthony, we've got 1, 4, and 6 left.
Let's see what's behind envelope number 4.
Number 4.
All right, numero quattro. What's it gonna be?
You're gonna like this. You get a copy of Robotech Homefront. The latest RPG book from Smart Machine Games, but it is not just for RPGers. It has so much lore. It has so much information about the Master Saga and the new generation, and that's where the pictures of Yellow Dancer came from. So, but yeah, it is quite the read. And if you need any guidance, you got Justin to walk you through any part of the book.
Yes,
Dude, I've got a copy of that book. I'm still reading through it. It is awesome lore in there.
wow. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, let me make sure I highlight here so that we got you. There we go. All right. Homefront, okay. And remember, guys who are winning, that you won, like I said, end of May, I should be sending everything out. Okay. All right, we've got two envelopes left. Let me just clear the spot here, and then we'll. This is a night you will remember, Anthony. It's like, as I knew Look Up the Sky is Falling was going to win Best Original Song, I was like, he cannot miss this event. So, all right, let's go back to the list. Okay, let's do this. 5,
4,
3,
2,
2, 1.
1.
Eric Tribunella. Now, where are you at again? Eric, you still there with us? Okay. He may not be here with us, but I'll honor the well, he can't choose. That's a problem.
Yep.
Consensus
Randomize it.
say that.
What if you just set aside one and he gets the one that's left over?
Just put it through the randomizer.
Yeah, randomize it again.
Okay.
That's a fair idea.
I want. There's a part of me that says he was right with us but he left. Okay. Okay. I will be fair about it. So.
He may have simply had technical difficulties.
It's possible. So 1 and 6. All right. So we'll decide what he
Gets.
What he gets. All right. Okay, let me make sure I got his email address. Eric.
Brian said he's old and it's past his bedtime. He said that's his brother.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. All right, Eric. All right, well, I got his email address here. All right, so let's see which envelope he gets.
5.
Envelope 1.
Envelope 1.
Envelope 1. That's what came up first.
No. Okay, here we go.
All's fair in
He lucked
horticulture.
out.
Powered
He lucked
randomizer.
out. He gets a set of Robotech novels.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Awesome.
Nice.
right? It will be. All right. So we will do our final prize of the night. Okay, before I do the final prize of the night, when they told me, Chris, you still on? Chris Mick?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. 8, hitting 8 out of 17 categories is quite a feat. And to have the presence of the next generation of Robotech fans with us. Is he still on?
He's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Henry, you are the future of Robotech fandom. And you showing your passion throughout the night and showing showing us older generation that you can pick them when it comes to Robotech award show. You're going to get your own set of Robotech novels, courtesy of Robotech Novels Universe and Robotech Stories. So
Here, here.
if your dad is okay giving up a spot in the last thing, in the last
We're
random
okay.
drawing,
We're okay with that. Thank you for honoring Henry. By the way,
absolutely.
when you ran the commercial for your Masters talk, this kid was like, I want to be on that because Masters is his favorite.
We would be honored
Smart
to
kid.
have you.
Yeah, smart kid.
And,
Tell me your favorite
and
character
you got I want you to experience Robotech in different ways, not just the show. You're going to find that the books are just something else. So
He can read them to his dad.
yeah. So thank you for being part of this. And we'll be looking forward to having you at our next live event. So we're gonna, the full set, all 21 novels. So
That's awesome, Henry.
that's our thanks. My thanks to you for being part of this. So
Beautiful.
all right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
He wants to share his favorite character real quick.
My favorite character is Jason.
Yes.
All right.
Right on.
There's a rumor out there that there's a conspiracy theory out there that Jason grew up to be Dusty Ayers. Nothing confirmed, but
that's awesome.
Wow, Lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
that anything is possible. You never know.
Hello. You like Falling Mama? It's on my live stream thing.
Okay. All right, let's do the last one. And all right, give me a second here. I gotta remove. All right. Eric and Chris will take out. And just want to make sure that I've got all the names here. Okay. Eric, Robotech Novels. I've already noted on my spreadsheet, Henry, Robotech Novels, Robotech Homefront, Anthony, Mora, Miria, Supra, Geith, Max Supra, Chris Reichel, Roy, Toyota Supra, and Louis Griffiths, Rick, Toyota Supra. Okay. So let's go to the last. All right, one final time. 5, 4,
Four,
3,
three,
2,
two,
1.
one.
Francois Pierre takes it home.
Oh,
Wow.
And that would be,
Envelope number 6.
you get the entire Malcontent series, the comic series.
Wow.
So
Oh,
you'll get them.
nice.
That's actually
Thank
really
you
cool.
so
And
much.
these
Like,
are
really
these are
cool.
physical
Surprise.
comics. They're physical comics. They're in plastic and cardboard, but they are yours now.
You know, thank you, John. And you know, I have my son who's beginning to read Robotech as well. So these are going to be for him, actually.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that. You guys are just guys like you and Chris just getting the next
Passing the
generation
torch.
ready, baby.
Yeah, he's 12 years old, though. He's a little bit older than
Okay.
than mine.
Oh. Oof. Let me stop sharing.
Thank you so much, John. Wow,
Guys.
that's
Yeah,
you
thanks.
know, if shipping is too much, I'll handle it.
No, we're good. We're good. That's my thanks to you guys. So,
But there may be tariffs.
Oh my
on
goodness.
paper.
Get me started on the
Oh,
tariff.
here we go.
Gotta go there.
Oh,
Someone had to bring it up.
so, but that's 2 tonight. The terrorists and 51st State.
Right.
Okay. All right. I gotta tell you, I'm feeling the adrenaline leaving me. I am. It has been quite a night.
Horticulture reserves are low.
I've hyped myself up for this night for the last for almost a year because the Golden Globals concept came up very early in my brainstorming for the what's this called for the 40th anniversary. I could not have done it with all of you, whether you support me on the Facebook pages. Are there any Reddit people here?
Oh, me.
Sonny? Okay.
I wish I could say I was, but I'm not.
I am.
Okay. Some of you may know me from Reddit, where I try to post as best as I can and try not to.
You
let the
do a
trolls
really
bother
good
me.
job. You do a really good job.
Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? I want to leave you guys with the final word, whatever you want to say about tonight. So
Well, it looked professional, John. I know you've done some radio before, but
never,
this is great.
I've never
You know,
done radio before.
all
I've done
all the
podcasts.
preparation that you did, the videos, the audios, they were great.
This was amazing. Well done.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. If you
No,
guys
like
see me,
like I've told you before, always good work.
thank you.
Yes, it was great. I'm just glad I got to participate this time.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. With the next time, and I'm kind of speechless because it's like it's finally off of my shoulders, and we got through this, and all I can think about is what's next. How can I like do
The
myself?
world is next. The world. You even had Kevin, message you. So
But
yes,
Kevin doesn't. Kevin
fine.
McKeever doesn't know who I am. If he finds
I
it
think
when
he
when he
does.
finds out.
I think he
who I
does. I
am.
think he knows. I think he stalks us. He trolls us. And he knows. He knows we're out here. And I just want to say, how special you are, because when you started the page, okay, I was like one of the first people who latched on and said, here you go. And I have not been disappointed, not a once. You are incredible. The community you have built is incredible. And I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you so so much.
You're
Thank
here.
you.
I just wish I discovered all this sooner. All the pages and what have you.
And John, could I add something?
I'm sorry.
May I add something?
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
I hope that you bask in this. I know you did so much work, and you said earlier that you're very hard on yourself. So later tonight, bask in the afterglow of it, and please pat yourself on the back because you brought so much joy to all of us. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed spending these hours with you and everybody else because, I met one other person that knows about Robotech and he's very special to me. But for a long time, I thought I hallucinated the whole series because I would talk to other people and nobody would know what I was talking about. So you brought so much joy to all of us, and what you're doing for Henry is beautiful. So please don't be hard on yourself. You've done so well. You brought so much joy. Thank you so much.
John, this is. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say this is wonderful. The voting, the awards, this is absolutely fantastic. Probably the best event so far yet. And look at, I mean, this is the sort of thing that Harmony Gold themselves should be doing, not the fan groups. I mean,
Amen.
once
Amen.
this year passes, people start looking back. There's no other awards or voting about Robotech that's been done. It's actually it's something big, and I think you'll look back on it. Other people will look back on it in future.
Amen to that.
Thank you. This journey has afforded me to meet so many people like yourselves, people who've been part of Robotech. At times, I really felt that let me get some water here. But to be able to see all you guys here and just having fun with it, I can't put it into words. I know that I'll after this, I'm walking to the pub, which is like 3 blocks from me, and I'm gonna have a drink, and I'm gonna try not to I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I also promised some of the bartenders that I would bring them some glow sticks. I bought a box of 30 for tonight.
Get emotional. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
How many
But
times
yeah.
has Robotech done that to us?
But I'm sure the emotions of this moment are going to catch up to me, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed by all. I have met through Robotech some of the most amazing people, all around the world. To have to be able to have people like Guy, to have Justin, Alex earlier. I mean, these are people that are in totally different time zones than us and who are joining us. And to be able
Without
to,
parents.
to be able to just to join in this community, to be a part of this community. What I keep saying through and through, believe in the possibilities. I believed in those possibilities, and those possibilities resulted in tonight. So, I know the guys with SMG, Strange Machine Games, with the Robotech RPGs are going to knock it out of the park. Ian Kibler, I've got to make it to one of your Discord sessions. So the
Well,
next one you have.
You're in
please
luck.
let me know.
Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the SMG Discord server, I'll be streaming live art. So
Send us a link on Legacy.
Sure,
And
absolutely.
What time zone? What time zone is that?
it'd be 8 p.m. Eastern and
Okay.
general voice channel on SMG. I'll send the link out there. If you guys don't have the link to SMG's Discord channel, I'll put it in the Facebook page. And again, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what I'll be working on. Right now, I'm working on the Gamian Battleoid. So we'll see. There's all kinds of things going on in terms of art that Justin has on tap for the role playing game. I'll put it on the Facebook page.
Absolutely. Justin, any word, any news that you can give us, or? Said he was working on ROBOTECH, so. You still there, Justin? It's okay, Justin. I think he's mad that Leonard didn't win Best Hair, but that's okay. I get it. But okay.
Faucet wig on and you're good.
But guys, everyone, thank you so much for being part of this. And yeah, next month and then the month after that, live events there are going to be there. We are not in short supply of. So and all the posts, follow us, whether it's on, well, follow me on Reddit, follow me on the Facebook pages, and I'm going to go get dressed and have a drink, guys. And I will toast one to all of you tonight. So thank you so, so much. And to all, as always, much love, kick ass, stay humble, believe in the possibilities. I will talk to you all soon.
Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, John.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good job. Everyone have a good one.